You know, I'm pretty jaded about most of these little cutesy baubles that they come out with.
You are.
This is genuinely intriguing. Borderline cool.
Let me ask you something. You love the form factor for one, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look like a body camera, which I think is funny.
It does.
And you might find it tough to pass through TSA with this because my body cams with the same shape always get me held up.
Really?
Yeah, they think it's either a switchblade or a taser or something. It's happened like 3 times. So I've compared them. But I love stuff like this because it is a cutesy, gimmicky toy for everyone but one dude who finds out exactly how to use it and ends up being an excellent tool in his hands.
Maybe more than one. Might be a medical professional.
Yeah, could
they
be.
Could use it. Anyone doing a presentation. You were saying about who?
Yeah, they
who
say
would
presentation, but the fact that this is a green laser. You got enough power in there. You could actually use it for man work. Like if you work at a copper mine and you're targeting, you know, if you have a pile or something.
I thought I told you sons of bitches to move that pile. What pile?
Exactly.
That pile over there.
Long-term gesturing where you don't have to use words, no verbal, where they can't hear you.
You become known for your laser pointer.
Yeah.
Guys are like, oh crap, here comes the boss with his arc felt. Telling us all the things we missed.
See? It seems dumb and kind of you're like, yeah, it's fun. You play with your cats or whatever.
Absolutely. 1,000 lumens on turbo. Let's see, 300 on high, blah, blah, blah.
It does say something about 2 different tones of light. Like there's a neutral white and a natural white
IPX7 water resistance, 5 brightness levels. It's good. It kind of grew on me.
Yeah.
I wasn't let me say, when I took it out of package, I wasn't like going, oh, this thing's so awesome.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it has the power of, we are going to review this. Just skip ahead if you're in a hurry. You know how we roll here in TMP. Guys love this. It doesn't have the power of this, the Baton 3. So this is coming out of my pocket, dudes. Yeah. It's not made up, 18,650, but this has more versatility. Apparently it doesn't have good traction on the side either.
I'm holding it real loose. But that's
Look at that cool purple. Oh my gosh, that's so sick.
I love that about Olight.
Oh my gosh.
That's why I still choose them over all the rest, because
bingo, bro.
Everyone can give you a light with Chinese electronics, but only Olight can do it and make it look kind of fun and interesting.
Correct. So, quick intro, maybe not so quick on the Olight Arcfeld, and just leave it in frame, bro. It deserves a place of honor.
Looking.
And TD loves it. Yeah. I'm not loving it. I'm liking it.
Yeah.
I'm liking it. Link below. If you want to buy it, use my link so I can make money. Just like you, I like making money for my work. Yo.
It's a step in the right direction.
Hey, Olight is cutting edge, bro.
Yeah.
Olight is cutting edge. Oh, you might be wondering what this is. This is called a Unique Fire IR Illuminator, 940 nanometer. It focuses. It's 8.6 ounces, 30 millimeter body. So you can put a scope ring on it and use it with your NOD or your night vision device. It runs on an 18650. It's IPX65 5 watt. I hope they're still around. If they are, I'll put a link. They are really good for the money. Yes, it is made in China. But like TD made mention of, pretty much everything is.
I lose my mind.
There's a lot of products that act like they're made in the United States and all the innards are made in China.
It seriously tunes me up when guys will see my OLED.
Let's keep going, though.
You need to get this.
Unique Fire.
$500.
I don't have any footage to roll in at this point. If I develop some, I will. But this is a higher powered illuminator pairing up with my night vision cameras and maybe my thermal devices from AGM Global. Go watch those reviews. And on we go finally with the Echelon review. Man, this has been requested.
Yeah.
So this is something that happens in TMP that is a little bit frustrating. I'll mention it, or I'll use it as a competitive option, or just talk about it out of genre. I think I did a watch review, and I showed the Echelon. I was like, hey, Echelon's coming up for review, and guys are so excited. And they're like, hey, when's that Echelon review coming out?
Nice.
In the last week, I think I've had like 10 requests in the TMP Patreon Clubhouse.
Single hand?
You know what I said to him?
You said no.
Wrong. I said
no.
Buy with confidence. It is outstanding.
Yeah.
I said, you don't have to wait for my review. I appreciate you asking me. So they messaged me or they sent a comment below another video or a poll, which I do in the TMP Patreon Clubhouse. Join right now, link below. Thank you. I said, hey, just buy it. It's awesome. It's completely awesome. Apparently there's a lot of hype going around for the gun. You know, a lot of guys are doing it. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if SA sent out a bunch of free echelons to reviewers. Oh, we didn't get this for free. We got it for a loan from Gunnies, a Great American Gun Store. Thank you, Wyatt and Ron, the manager. This is on loan. If we really, 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 really like it, guess what? We have to buy it. They do not give it to us. And Springfield Armory sure as to hell didn't give it to us. Who makes this thing, by the way?
Our favorite Springfield Armory, as in the Croatians that they contract. Springfield Armory's designers do such a great job in Croatia. It's HS product.
Same ones that made the Hellion, some other products from SA. They do good work.
I do think Springfield has done a lot to kind of crack the whip and get them to design stuff that fits into your class.
I think you're looking at an example of that process. Yeah. And from what I've heard, but Rob Latham helped him design this. I have his phone number. I should have texted him. I was like, hey, dude, did you help with this? I don't know.
Is he a footballer?
By the way, I'm wearing jackets under
one of the most accomplished,
I love it.
competitive shooters ever, and you don't know who he is.
I love asking who people is.
You just do it just to ruffle feathers.
I did it with Taylor Swift the other day.
Nice. I can imagine what that went like. You're like, Taylor who?
Yeah.
They're like, who? Seriously, dude. Swifty, you don't know? And they're like,
I don't listen to 90s music.
That's him just messing with him. So funny. So, fresh design. Not everything the HS product does do I personally like. Go watch my Hellion review.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, I think it was a pretty mediocre review, and I think I said that it wasn't going to be a great market success, and it hasn't been. Sorry.
Here we go.
What's my prediction on this one, the Echelon? You're gonna have to wait till the end. Watch from start to finish. Start to finish. Fresh design.
I got it. Yep.
Here's one thing I don't like about a TP9. You ready? Since it's on the table, I want to talk about it. One thing, it's about 2 to 3 ounces too heavy. Okay? And I have ranted for years here in the show about, hey, listen, if you're going to come out with a new pistol design, make it lightweight. What's your standard of measure? Tactical doodle. Go. Glock 19, Glock 17. They're like 24 and a half ounces. Echelon listened. It comes out at about the same weight. About 25-ish, I think. 26.4 with this magazine in it. So around the same weight as the Glock. And I'm not a stickler. I'm not going to say, oh, you're a half ounce heavier than the Glock. I'm not going to say that. I'm just saying, pay attention to weight. And this is a full-sized Echelon, 4.5-inch standard barrel. They also make one with a 5.3 threaded barrel that's out there. So someone did their homework on this gun. So they looked at the market, they looked at what other guns were doing, and that's A-okay by me. And maybe they got some features from those other guns, but more importantly, they paid attention to weight. Round of applause for HS product. Why aren't you clapping with me? Round of applause. On we go to philosophy of use. Go to war handgun, tactical doodle, take it away.
Yeah.
Whoa. You're doing that awfully in a cavalier fashion. That's a big thing when you say it's GTW.
I mean, all the other stuff is pretty heavy duty. I can't think of any HS product thing that's come out and really shat the bed.
Yeah, I would say the Hellion, I think it's a competent bullpup. I'm not going to say it's a piece of crap. I didn't say that. I just say it's a dated design.
Yeah, it's heavy and old.
It's dated. It's a rewarmed, dated design delivered to the market like it's fresh. It's not fresh. Like the H&K 416. So give me a bullpup which weighs 6.25 pounds and shoots 1 MOA. Now we're talking. With other innovative features like attaching optics to it, really good trigger. That would sell like crazy. Oh, but I digress. We're talking about a pistol here. Yeah, go to war handgun, philosophy of use. I'll jump ahead and say yes. If you're in a hurry, that's all you really need to hear from TMP.
Durable enough.
Right? That's all you need to hear.
Well.
Yeah, it's a fantastic gun. Oh, I said it too early. Fantastic gun, GTW status. We're looking at basically service pistol. This is something would be a primary sidearm for you to fight your way to a tactical carbine or a sapper.
It really has the feel of a competition gun, correctly bred with a war gun.
That's a good take.
It is, in a way, and it's hard to kind of describe. The DNA here is the best of the litter of a mixed breed.
Wow.
The other ones came out spavined. 2 or 3 had to be shot. This is the best one that will go the distance.
Yeah.
And you'll probably be surprised. And you could tell it's the
I think that's going to be the title.
Yeah.
It's
Best of the breed.
yeah, it's
Nothing
little
fancy.
things.
Reviews and Tactical Doodle reviews the Echelon best of breed.
Okay, but bring out the targets first. Well, because we
Oh, no,
can
I haven't gone
dissect
to
all
targets.
these little pieces as we go.
I said you're going to use it to fight your way to a tactical carbine. And
Yeah.
by the way, what percentage? Have you seen the poll results from the TMP Clubhouse? What percentage of TMPers use an AK variant as their primary defensive carbine? We're taking a detour. Sorry if you're in a hurry.
I'm going to break out Old Reliable and say 13% of them.
Try 6%.
Dang it. Oh, I'm still technically right.
By the way, these
If
numbers
half
have
are women.
changed slightly. What percentage use a Mini 14?
Gosh, I hope 40%.
1%.
Damn it.
Actually, the last time I checked, it was 2%. What percentage use an AR-15?
It's 90.
Close, 82%.
Uh.
I'll end with this. What percent use a World War II or Cold War era rifle of some sort, M1A, FAL, or SETME? What percentage?
Sub 2%.
1%.
Yeah.
AR-15s, take it. You're going to fight your way to your AR-15 with your Echelon. We're done with philosophy of use. Oh, I'll add in home defense.
Yeah.
So because it has a rail, a great home defense pistol, any reasonable service pistol, philosophy of use. Now, here's the thing. Let me throw this in. This is actually a chassis pistol, so has a fire control group that you can take out. You can put it in other grip modules. You won't gain anything in thinness. It's the same thickness for all the grip modules, kind of like the SIG P320. Actually, in a lot of ways, very identical to the P320 in the concept, not the execution. But you can go down to a smaller grip. And in some localities, you're registered with a fire control group, and then you can swap out grip modules for maybe a smaller carry piece.
I've always thought the whole chassis pistol thing was kind of silly for
I did.
civilians because it's meant for arms or armory people. They can have different grip frames or whatever.
Okay.
I'll tell you, I know why a normal guy would care about it. And it's
Why?
because if you have a wife who is controlling about your funding, you can ship of Theseus your way into more guns easier. You keep buying parts, and before you know it, you got yourself another gun in the safe.
Let me
And
say
she
this.
didn't even notice.
My take on chassis pistols has been relatively consistent, I think.
Why rock behind
I
us?
will take it if I get a really good gun in the process.
Yeah.
So it's
Nice,
lightweight,
M17, bro.
great trigger, great everything. And then on top, if it's a chassis pistol with modularity, thumbs up. I'm all for it.
about that
But I
white
won't
rock
look
going
at a
down there?
chassis
Good.
pistol and go, oh man, that is what I need. I want to be swapping stuff out. Here's what's going to happen. Guys are going to buy their flavor of Echelon, and they're going to freaking leave it.
Yeah.
They're not going to look at the M17, the P320. Guys aren't going out and buying chassis, or I'm sorry, grip modules. You know, in the comments below, guys are like, wait a second, I have 3 of them. Granted, there are exceptions, but I don't think most guys would do it.
Actually, another one of my take catalog, I feel the same way about ARs. When guys talk about getting uppers,
Yeah.
I'm like, just get another lower. They're freaking cheap enough. When they act like they're going to have like 1 or 2 lowers and 5 uppers
I would
to
agree.
swap between them.
Well, a lot of them are reticent about having a registered thing with this awfully corrupt government that we have now.
Their problem.
I'm just plain devil's advocate, bro. That's what
Guy
they're
with
thinking.
an Amazon Echo is telling me about how he doesn't want to end up with that 44/7
With Alexa in his living
filed
room.
away at Cabela's. Okay, but
On we go with a review.
hey Google, play Beach Boys max volume.
Which song?
God.
Which song?
No, you just
Be
say
true
that.
to your
It
school.
should.
Be true to your school.
Yeah.
Uh,
I just love
409.
doing
409's good.
If you do that to people, it pisses them off.
Hey guys, when TD's here, lots and lots of detours. So sorry. Just drag the slider bar if you're in a hurry. Where the hell was I? Oh yeah, we talked about the modularity of it. I think we represented that. Most guys will leave it in this configuration they bought it. On we go to features. In hand, I will say immediately I liked it out of box. When I got it at Gunnies, I picked up the Echelon. Granted, this has a Holosun PID Plus. That's a laser light combo. It is recommended. Link below if they're still making it. I immediately loved it. I will say when I picked it up, it reminded me of the Beretta APX that Jardine and I reviewed years and years ago with a very aggressive slide serrations, albeit it has a lot of different things about it. We'll go into it here, but immediately the grip felt right. The balance felt right. It sits very low in hand, not like an XDM, maybe even a P320. A P320 rides a little bit higher than this, but I can shoot the heck out of that one. And also the P250, which you guys hated.
Yeah, I can't shoot that
Going
thing
back
well at
into
all.
TMP history, because you didn't know how to stage the damn trigger. Oh, where was I? Oh, yeah, talking about features of this. So Krylon spray paint is what we're looking at.
The best.
The
The khaki
old
kind.
Krylon. Is it the tacky kind? Or is this Walmart spray paint? It's Melonite, bro. I think that's what it is. Whatever it is, it's a durable black finish on there. And I guess since we're looking at this, we'll talk about this. And this is kind of, I don't want to say it. I'm not going to say game changer because it's so
Not a
dumb.
game changer, but you can tell
You're going to
that
see a lot of people copy what they're doing here, though.
they've learned. And
Right.
that's what I like seeing. This is polished intellectually. It's smart.
Nicely put.
Yeah.
Nicely put. So what we're talking about is the VIS system. That's their proprietary thing. I hate saying what
You can
their
tell.
proprietary stuff is. It's so stupid. I just hate it.
It's a little wiggly right now.
That's
for
because it
shooting a
loosened
bunch.
during shooting.
Yeah.
I didn't lock them. It's called a visionary interface system. It has some self-locking pins that you can put your red dot sight on without adapter plates.
No adapter plate. Imagine that.
Trijicon, RMR, Sig Romeo 2, Holosun 507K, Leopold Delta Point Pro, Shield RMSC. All those would fit because it will lock down with the self-locking pins and then the screws, and it will be tight. No adapter plates. Round of applause for
Which keeps up. So you
Springfield
save money.
Armory. What?
You save money.
Yes, frustration.
And it keeps it lower.
Agree. Now,
cool.
you would think that we would have tested this and have a red dot sight on our Echelon, but you would be incorrect in assuming it because, as we've ranted about many times, we're not really into red dot sights on pistols. Not so much. There are certain applications I am personally on board with. I've talked about a lot, but as far as a GTW service handgun, I don't feel any need at this point in my life to have red dot on there. That's why I'm not compelled to do it for the review. There's tons of information out there if you want to go check it out. Hey, Echelon with red dot, sorry I disappointed you.
All my friends love them, but if you watch them shoot, you can tell they do not naturally acquire the laser. They always
Boom.
present.
That's
and
one
then
of the
they're
reasons
off
I don't
axis,
like it.
And then they go, wait.
Yep.
Right, left, right. There we
Looking,
are.
searching for the red dot.
So
That Holosun 507K, I love it with a large 65 MOA circle that brings your eye to it.
it's
That's
great
much
shooting
better.
it as long as you got time for like
Boom.
a live or die
That's
weapon.
what I'm talking
kinda
about.
Like,
Well said. Well said. That's why. So what percentage do you think of our audience, TMPers, that will put or do love to put red dots on their GTW pistols? Give me a percentage. I'm going to come out with a poll with this, by the way, in Patreon. I'll ask them.
I would say high 30s.
I would say higher than that. I bet you it's high 40s.
Yeah.
I bet almost half of dudes love running red dots.
Guys
They do.
really embraced it, and it really blows me away for carry that they'll have like an
Bingo.
IWB.
Sorry
holster
for the
and
rant.
they
Another
add
side
an
trip.
inch. Wild.
Yes. Agree. So it's called the VIS system, if you care. I don't. I like the wings on the end of the slide.
That's what I was about to
Those
mention.
are sick.
The fact that these are milled into
Love
the slide.
it. We've
they're
seen some plastic wings before. Those are cool.
Well, like the aftermarket ones used to be this little bar on the top. It would
Yeah.
just shear off super easy. Smart.
They call this a milled-in slide trench or whatever the hell they're calling it. I think it's, guys are like, oh, yeah, it's so helpful. Well, I think it's stupid as far as practicality. I think it looks good. What does aid in practicality in shooting is you have some really nice laser stippled index pads. You're lefty, you're good to go. On the right also, and by the way, this is an amazing ambidextrous pistol set up from the box. Magazine release, which by the way is freaking perfect. Perfect. Did you hear that? So these raised ridges really don't get in the way. They prevent accidental discharge or dropping of the magazine. That's ambidextrous. You can push it from this side, the other side, and then also you have a slide stop, as some call it, slide release, as some call it. It's on both sides. But look how unobtrusive it is, dude. Good and
it
bad.
still
It's good and
comes out
bad.
enough to actually grab. Notice how it's canted. Again, lessons learned.
Well, let me say this. I think you said it's an amalgamation between a competitive and a GTW combat gun.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I think most people don't use that. I think they're just using slingshot method over the slide, and
Yeah.
I think the Echelon is really designed for that. If you want something that is more tractable, you're going to see something like this. Here's, again, the TP9. Okay, something that has some leverage on it, and which, by the way, I ain't going to lie, I wouldn't mind it a bit bigger. Thank you. I've been known to put G34 slide releases on my G17s.
Yeah.
No apologies whatsoever. Here comes an IWI Masada. Great gun. It's hot because it's coming out of an active TMP family system like that.
Yep.
That has a lot of leverage on it. And that is a TLR 8 by Streamlight. Link below. Taking you to Pro 2A Optics Planet. Cue sound effect.
Masada.
Done.
I remember when the Masada was a carbine.
The Masada. Oh gosh,
Cool
there's
days.
another rant. I got to keep going, otherwise we're going to get into it.
Something other than
Oh my
hoodies.
gosh, let's keep going. Traction on this is amazing. This is what we're talking about. So this is what we want out of our pistols. The Echelon just gets it right. So I've always called it laser stippling. I don't know if it's laser, I don't care. But it's all the way up here. It's all the way back here. It's on the front strap. It's on the back strap, and it's perfect. They call it adaptive grip texture or something stupid like that. They have proprietary names for everything. It works. What do you think about the traction?
I could give you a
Try it with your bare hand.
I could give you a 15-minute rant on the generational differences that
Save
led to
it.
this.
Put it
about
on your
the
damn channel for a
Slaneshi
change.
Addiction to stimulation.
Yeah.
But yeah, they cover every inch of the gun.
Guys really want to hear your rants on your channel. Great traction on this. I like how it's carried over to the base plate of this 20-round magazine. Again, it includes a 17-round and a 20-round magazine with wear-resistant finishes. And I was trying to figure out what that is. Is that Krylon too?
Yeah, definitely.
Black chrome. It's black chrome. No, I didn't even do any durability tests on the finish. I mean, over time, maybe we will. But yeah, it goes in and out of the magazine well. It's nice. I like how it's labeled. Witness holes on the back. Easy to take down. Nice polymer base plate. And we had no problems with them whatsoever.
Supposedly, you can Dremel XD mags or something to maybe get them to fit. Ooh. Maybe.
It's a one-way trip, though, right? Once you drum them, they don't go back to your XD. Yeah. And by the way, that's TD. I have not verified that.
I have no idea. I would expect it's a matter of cutting in whatever this is.
Yeah.
I'm just always intrigued by the economy of
Here's a look in the magazine well. Some funneling going on there, if I can center it up. And I don't think these polymer base plates are any different than any others. Any of them, if you drop them on concrete repetitively, you might have some problems. I've seen that with H&K. Not Glock. Glocks are pretty different, but they're very, like a traditional Glock base plate, very hard to get off. But I've seen it with some other ones. M&Ps happens. Just in normal service, you won't have any problems at all. I am not worried about it at all. So if you heard some complaints on these, no, don't even worry about it. Undercut for a high grip. Again, it sits low in hand.
Yeah.
Abbreviated beaver tail. Again, great magazine release. Look how that's checkered, dude. It's metal too. That's not a polymer. That's a metal. Made out of the finest metals that man knows how to make them out of.
Tiny little elves doing all that stippling by hand.
Tiny little L's. How about the trigger?
I'm sorry, using the E slur for Croatians is very antiquated.
How about it's awesome?
Yeah.
Awesome. I don't have my trigger scale here. It was pulling at around 4 to 4.5 pounds. There's your reset right here. Now, Springfield HS products will go on about the amazing trigger, and honestly, it's warranted. It is a fantastic trigger that has no drawbacks whatsoever. TD.
Yeah. Is it like a full-on competition trigger? Not quite, but I prefer it that way.
And that's an interesting take.
And that's what I'm saying. It's the best of both worlds.
That's an interesting take because there's a lot of disagreement on what that would be.
Yeah.
Like if you were to talk to IDPA guys or different competition dudes, they go, well, my perfect trigger pulls at 2.1 pounds. Yeah. It just depends. But you don't want that for a service pistol. Not so much. Polished stainless steel surfaces in the control module. Huh. So they spent a lot of time on the trigger. We're not going to take this apart for you because we don't want to. You can look it up. Go in the manual, look it up. But if you look inside, really clean, and it's a lighter weight fire control system than the P320.
I think.
Very elegant, and it's very easy to take out. So once you take it out, you can pop it out according to the process.
I think that's supposed to be read as polished.
Polished. Okay.
I don't know what the Poles did to it, but
I'll say that.
Slicked it up real good.
Nice. Squared trigger guard and a squared face, more or less. It's a little bit angular. You can see the Holliston PID is kind of occluding it, but you can see it. Really nice for glove hands. That's one reason I'm wearing them, other than like hiding my torn nails that I bite.
I did kind of
I bite those to like a nib till they're bloody.
Yeah.
Is that weird? What were you saying?
I do like that they didn't do that ugly like Schecter guitar bump that everyone's doing.
Yes,
They keep adding these horns.
Well, it kind of has a little bit of that.
Like a
has an index pad.
I guess a
right
BC Rich guitar. You know, one of those Kiss things.
Right.
Scallops everywhere.
You can see the Picatinny rail on there, right? You see it. And I'm going to attempt to take this off on camera. I'm probably going to like totally screw it up. Huh, Cadet coming out of pocket. Do you have y'all's as Cadet? Tell them about the TMP G10 Cadets, how much they've gone up in price.
Yeah.
Tell them.
Freaking.
How much is an orange G10 and a blue G10, which, by the way, sold very slowly. Very slowly. How much are they going for now?
I saw one listing, $280 for the pair.
Boom, $280. You guys could have bought it for what? Like it was like $90 or something, $85.
Yeah, it was real cheap.
You could have bought it for like $17. I'm kidding, it was never that cheap. They have maintained their value at the very least. There's your pick rail, and I wanted to show you this. You have the laser stippling on the front portion of their trigger guard.
Every surface.
Which is awesome. Multi-rail pick rail. I love that. We have some faceting going on the slide, and that takes us to the sights. TD, talk to them about the sights. Here, you hold
high
it.
visibility ring up front. Look at that. Shiny.
That is a tritium tube in there, boys. Tritium tube. That's going to be kind of a new thing in the industry where they have a tritium front sight and a non-tritium rear sight.
Yeah.
Because they're drawing your eye to the front sight.
Also, it's cheaper.
No,
yeah, how do I think about that?
We draw your eye.
Yeah.
We use a far sight and a psychological print.
Got that.
Yeah.
It's also cheaper.
They are trying to save money. I like it tritium on both the front and the rear, and I also like a standard non-U sight. These are meant for faster shooting, not necessarily precise shooting. Where's my cone? Well, nothing fancy. If you just put on a damn red dot, you'd be as precise as you wanted to be. That's actually a pretty good point that guy just said.
Maybe.
That's a good point. Okay, well taken, sir.
I'll buy into the red dot thing if you're willing to say you'll spend like at least 1,000 rounds training with it.
How many rounds do you think a typical dude is shooting their selected, not carry, but combat go-to-war pistol? Go. Nowadays.
Sub 500 a year.
Agree. Oh, dude,
It's
more like
expensive.
100, if that.
Yeah.
Now, ammo has come down a little bit. A little bit, but it's still quite expensive. And then you factor in time, blah, blah, blah. Guys don't shoot their guns that much. Even they're on the keyboard on the internet going, I shoot 5,000 rounds a year. I say, bullshit. Unless you're a competitor.
I jokingly-
Or a reviewer. Reviewers shoot a lot.
I've asked people before how many ounces of gun per round they own is a way to kind of spur them.
Yeah.
Do you own more gun than bullets? And it's not a good ratio.
They do not have rounds stored up, is what you're telling me?
8 ARs and less than 2,000 rounds.
Dude, that is horrible. Horrible. I think that's features, more or less. Again, easy takedown, great trigger, great magazine system. It does include those 2 magazines. They're not overly expensive. They're retailing for about $45. I think I said that. Don't know. How did it shoot? TD, did you like shooting the Springfield Armory Echelon? Agree.
Yeah.
We both loved it. Sean, the TMPer, helped me shoot it. I'll probably roll into this video his 60-second take on it. Here, I'm on tabletop.
Cool.
I want your opinion.
All right.
So this is our 60-second infield take from Sean, the TMPer,
right.
longtime crew member in TMP, having shot thousands of rounds with me.
Yep. It feels really good in hand. I like this grip. You guys nailed it on the Echelon grip. I think it has a little bit to do with this little section right here where your thumb and your middle finger go together, and then it's got the back strap. It looks like it is interchangeable, so you can select the size of the back strap here. Capacity is great. The trigger feels great. Sights are awesome. Like this little rounded sight back there is interesting and cool. I dig it. And yeah, it seems like the weight is right. I like the slide release. That's nice and smooth. And yeah, the accuracy is fantastic. There's not a whole lot I can say bad about this gun.
Yeah.
I really don't. I didn't see anything that really bugged me about it.
Maybe the slide thickness is a little much.
It's
That's
a
what
little
I'd
thick.
say. I haven't measured it yet, or I don't remember it, but
Yeah.
it seems about like Glock.
Yeah, it's got a little extra around the chamber there, you can tell, but but not bad. I do like that they have, you know, the serrations all over the place. It gives you a lot of.
You
good
do
grip
like
on the
that?
gun.
They're real aggressive.
Yep. I like
It
the
reminds me of
aggressive
between a Beretta APX and a Walther PDP. Like if they
Yeah.
had a kid, it would be the Echelon.
Right.
Both of those, by the way, are very competent pistols.
Yeah.
The APX is not popular because the slide is really aggressive. Guys don't like it.
Yeah, I don't want it to be too aggressive, but this
I
seems
like
about
it.
right. It's not so much that you're looking at it going, oh my gosh, what the heck are they doing?
It's like going to grate my holster as it goes in and out like that.
Yeah, but you know, it's got good feel. And then the trigger it's good. It's a little on the squishy side. Not so much that it bugs me, but it's not as crisp. Like I prefer the Glock trigger over this one.
I tell my wife sometimes the squishy side is just what you have to deal with.
That's right.
I'm talking triggers, of course.
You're right. So yeah,
Would you buy it?
I would. Yep.
How you like the
This would be
firepower of
great.
it? The rounds carried.
Yeah, rounds count is great, and it's plenty accurate enough. If I was going to use this as a full-time duty weapon, I'd probably do a trigger job on it. But outside,
I
of
don't
that,
mind the
it's a
trigger.
great gun.
The only thing I would say about it is that it's its own creature. So I mean, you're gonna have to have the mags for it. So it's not gonna interchange with most other systems. Fantastic. He loved it as well.
Yeah.
Great gun. I mean, it's one of those guns, as soon as you start shooting it, because I've been shooting all these guns for so long, you can kind of just identify when you have a winner.
Yeah.
You click off the things: trigger, sight, ergonomics, recoil impulse, which by the way was not bad at all. Very easy follow-up shots, accuracy, reliability. We had zero malfunctions with hollow point ammunition, FMJ ammunition. I did not shoot because I didn't have it. Steel cased ammunition because it's very hard to find now with the.
Stay up there. Come down. Yeah, like that.
Here's your target coming into frame right now.
So I don't really watch many of the new Star Wars things, but I will say their designs are kind of cool. Or at least they were for a little bit. I think this shuttle was in that Rogue One movie, and I really like the design here. You got this little pod, like they would have easily interchangeable container systems. You have this, shuttle Tidarium type of folding wing scenario. Pretty cool. I mean, it's handsome, and there's a chance it would provide lift while they're down in the air. But what really kind of sells me on this is the fact they have this cool bridge. Doesn't that just seem realistic? That's like a cargo ship today. You'd have a guy high up where he can see everything around. He's got a good field of view all around, at least the front, nowhere else. But that's kind of cool. I think I got this on clearance at Walmart for like $3.
Which ship is that?
Close. I don't know. Some kind of cargo shuttle.
That's cool. Okay, here's your target, dude. Good job, TD. Probably leaving that in, by the way.
Sure.
There you go, 8 yards. I wish it was a little bit better, to be honest with you. I'm a little bit ashamed, but this is a great group. I discounted that one because I wanted to. Look at that group right there. Awesome. Good group. Good group. Good group. That's up arrow, exclamation point. Some of these might well be as well. Good, good. And then I just kind of got carried away. And I had another target and I lost it and it was better than this. If I find it, I will do it in overlay sometime during this probably lengthy review. I would classify the accuracy from what I've seen, not that this is the end all designation of accuracy, as excellent to outstanding. Cold hammer forged barrel. Again, they are going to make or have made the 5.3 threaded barrel version.
Cool.
Would you buy that one, the longer slide one?
No.
I like this one.
I don't have a 9mm suppressor, so it's...
Yeah, competitive options. Dig into my playlist. There are many.
Yeah.
We've shown you a couple already. I'm going to show you another one that nobody talks about, and it's quite sad. I'm not sure where it stands in price. Actually, I do. I know it's going to be less. How about...
It's called the Bursa Thunder.
the Bursa in 22?
Yeah.
The Zagana PX9, dudes.
The Sigma?
Yeah, dude, this gun is awesome. It's basically an XDM kind of. Has kind of a high slide, which some guys may not like, but man, can I shoot this gun. The accuracy-wise, this is, for me, I can shoot more accurately with this than I can an Echelon. Did he just say that? Great grip, great trigger. There's your flat blade trigger you love so much. Right there, dude.
You can't
you
see,
awake?
but I'm giving him a blank stare.
Yeah. This is a Valkyrie PL Mini 2. I'm not sure if they're still making this one. By Olight. Great gun, though. I'm just rolling it in because I just want to give it some press. It doesn't have the cool adapter plateless thing going on there. You're gonna have to have an adapter plate for this.
I wouldn't even.
This is going to become a thing, though. This type of thing, guys are going to copy that because guys are pissed having to get adapter plates and waste time, money doing that. Granted, some include a lot of adapter plates with them. Glock at one time did it on their 10 mils.
I can't really think of something that would be a competitor in spirit. In that you have this kind of ergo.
I can. It's
where
not that special.
You ride high,
Damn, son.
you have this angle.
Oh, dude. I think there's a lot of great guns. I think the APX is awesome. I think the FNs are awesome.
Yeah, I don't think you get what I'm saying. It's
Keep going,
the feel in the hand.
Change my mind.
The body mechanics. If you were to do these angles and stuff.
P320 is awesome.
Most everything is real straight.
M17
this is
is
more
awesome.
Glockish.
Hey, listen,
awesome, but they're all
I've
vertical.
raved about this grip. I love the grip. How the execution of pretty much most elements in the Echelon is double thumbs up to me. But I'm not going to sit here and go, hey, everything else that came before it is shit.
No, but the market does not like raked grips. They like straight grips. So I don't think there's a whole lot.
That's like a standard. I don't know what degree that is, but that's like an M&P. Probably the same, 17, 18, whatever the hell it is.
I think it's, close to a 17.
Yeah. I'm just seeing if I have anything else in reachable distance. There's TP9. Yeah, it's just like that.
Vertical.
That's like identical grip angle, it looks like to me visually. But I mean, look at this gun. This costs like a lot less, but it's heavier.
Yeah.
Heavier, but it's as accurate, as reliable. Doesn't have all the cool features. I bought one without an adapter plate on it because I don't care. This one's good. Go watch our Red Skies Adventure. I ran this gun right here in Red Skies in 2022. So we went out backpacking, self-contained system, long hike, heavy backpacks, engaging at unknown distances, long distances with Sapper, AR-10 rifles, and 9mm action as well. And we're done, boys and girls. On the table, Tops Light Trekker. This is a fantastic fixed blade knife. I'm so glad they're still making it. I'll put a link below. It seems like Blade HQ sells out of these a lot. I never heard from TMPers if you wanted to do a special edition of this knife or not. They've done so many fun colors. I don't know how I could like up what they've done. Here's black and orange highlights in the G10 handle. Really cool knife, and it tested quite well. Go watch my review. I may card it for you if you want. And this is a funky knife. I haven't reviewed it yet. It may be sold out. It's called a Concept, as in concept. And it's a Reedus. It kind of reminds me of that one Spyderco that you love so much. Remember, it looked like a boat? Doesn't this look like a boat, a speedboat? What was the name of that one?
Navaja?
Yeah, was it the Navaja? Probably was.
That's the one with that step down in the blade.
Yeah, step down. Yeah. Reminds me of that. And then we have our beautiful 420 F2 Caterpillar 150th scale limited edition black backhoe. If you don't have a backhoe, repent and do better. But nothing fancy. I live in an apartment complex. Doesn't matter. You need to have a backhoe, right?
Yep, you can drive them anywhere you want. You can park them anywhere.
You literally
Leave
could.
a little siren on.
Yeah, we're done. Great job, Springfield Armory HS product. It is a fantastic pistol. It will be a very good seller. It will be a market success. I predict. I think you're going to see different variations, different colors coming out, and that would be good. It is highly recommended. I think it will stand the test of time. But so will your other guns you bought. I'm not going to say they suck because there's some awesome 9mm bullet launchers out there. Got anything else to say? Okay, use those links below if you want. Again, think about becoming a donor, being there for the rest of your life, being a paying donor. We're done.
awesome.
Here.
What are we using today?
All kinds of fun stuff. Not the P80, that's later. We're gonna do the Echelon.
Yeah, buddy.
The Echelon. You shoot it, I'll film you. There you go, bud. You don't really need the light though, I mean you use it. That's a cool light, I like it.
Yeah.
Hurry, the battery's dying.
Alright.
Hit it. Nice. Excellent.
Got another one of those?
Do you have it?
Oh, it was in the case.
Yeah, grab
Dang
it.